Hi, welcome back to Reading with Money. I'm Money, and today I'm doing my April TBR by playing my game. It's back. This is my TBR game based on the TV show Friends. If you've never seen one of these TBR videos before, I'll leave the playlist linked up above so you can watch the first video and all the rules and all the prompts. But basically, the prompts are very loose. Most of them are just genre prompts. So, like for example, the eagle is fantasy. It's all explained in that video, but yes, it's all Friends references, and I have either genres or cards, lightning round cards, with more specific prompts. I am mostly a mood reader and very indecisive, so this game is basically for me to have some options, but there's no rewards or punishments for completing it or not. It's just a guideline, I guess. I've been failing at all my TBRs lately because I've been reading so much less. I think that now in March, today's the 30th of March, I think that I'm only going to be able to finish 3 books if I actually finish the last book I'm reading, which I still have like halfway. I'm still like halfway through it, but I'm pretty sure I can just dedicate myself to reading today after I do this and edit this video so that it can come out today, maybe. I don't know. I have 2 vlogs from March to upload to, but I thought it would be better to upload this now and then just put up the vlogs whenever I can. It's a whole thing, but it's fine. So apart from the game, I am also participating in Kim's game from Expedition Through Pages, which is called Tales from Two Trails. There's 3 prompts to complete for that, and I've already played my game, so I think I know how I'm going to fit those prompts into my game, or vice versa. It's fine. So I'll also be talking about that, and I will also be participating in the Magical Readathon, which is hosted by G from Book Roast, which I think everyone knows about, but yeah, I still haven't really decided what calling I'm going to do, because I am, I don't know, there's some prompts that I don't know what to read for. Basically, there's just one from the calling I always do that I have nothing to read for that, but I really want to do all those other prompts, so I don't know. I'll talk about it at the end, because I do have some books to figure out now while I play the game. So yeah, you'll see. I'll talk about that at the end, maybe. Who knows? So stay tuned for that. And I think that's it. There's only one book that I need to fit in, and that is The Kingdom of Copper by S.A. Chakraborty. I'll put the picture up here, and I'll probably talk about it later, but this is the 2nd book in the Devava trilogy, and I am co-hosting a read-along for all the series with Kim, again from Expedition Through Pages, Mel from A Book Fiend Named Mel, and Emily from Emily Beth Hall. So I'll leave all their channels down below, and we're having the live show for the first book, The City of Brass. I think we have decided on the 6th of April, which is next Saturday, and the details will be up in our community tabs, I suppose, but yes, I'm very excited to discuss the book because I loved it. Moving on, and let's start with roll number 1. Okay, my allergies are out of control, but it's fine. Cards have been shuffled, putting my book counter on the starting point because it's been months since I last played, so I don't remember where I last left off. I cannot speak. Oh my god. Okay, roll number 1. 2. 1, 2. Do you guys know how to get a chick out of a VCR? Okay, so the chick in the VCR is nonfiction, which there's only 2 spots for that. Please be careful, little cat. Shuri is, yeah, she's moving my tripod. Anyway, what was I saying? Right, nonfiction. There's only 2 spots for that in the whole board because it's not something I read much of, but occasionally I do have some nonfiction books that I want to read. In this case, I am putting something that I've already put on my TBR, but I didn't get to, and that is Unruly by David Mitchell. This is the history of the kings and queens of England from like the Anglo-Saxon era, I guess, like when the Roman Empire left Britain, up to the Tudors, I think. And I think I read like the prologue or like the author's note at the beginning, but I didn't keep reading. So I'm excited to read that, especially because I am teaching about that in history, in my history class to my 8th graders. So it's always good to refresh, and David Mitchell is hilarious, and I am expecting to laugh while I read this. So yes, that's the first book. Roll number 2. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. A card. Let's see. He's so pretty, I want to cry. Great. That's an easy one. Okay, roll number 2 is pretty cover. And I don't know exactly what I'm going to choose for that, so I am going to get my laptop if my cat lets me. I'm going to get my laptop, and this is why I have allergies today, by the way, because she has been on me like all morning, and yeah, headbutting me and trying to be on top of me like all morning, and my system was not prepared. What are you doing? Okay, I'm gonna get my laptop and try to find something that has a pretty cover. Okay, I think I got it. There's only a few books that I would consider have a pretty cover on like my immediate radar, and I think I'm going to go with The Last Murder at the End of the World by Stuart Turton. This is like a dystopian science fiction but mystery, like the 7 Deaths of Evelyn Hardcastle, I think, which I loved. And this one, I have no idea what it's about, only that the first sentence of the blurb says, solve the murder to save what's left of the world. That's all I need to know. I'm pretty sure it's going to be very twisty and mind-bending, and yeah, I loved both the books that I read by Stuart Turton, so and the short story that I read in The Winter Spirits this year, so I'm excited. I want to read this, and I think it has a pretty cover. I like the colors, and I like a good and I like a good lighthouse too, so I think that counts. Okay, roll number 3. Okay, roll number 3. 2. 1, 2. Enjoy the free candy. It's incredible. Every time I start speaking, she starts moving around. So enjoy the free candy means mood read. And for the first time ever, I think, while playing this game, I am not going to pick it right now, because I don't know what I want. Maybe if at the end of this game, there's still something that I want to fit in, and I think of it, I'll let you know at the end. But for now, it's just going to be an actual mood read and see what I feel like during the month, because I'm not doing well with TBRs lately, so we'll see. Okay, roll number 4. Okay, roll number 4. 1. I found the picture. Okay, so Joey's script is historical fiction, and I am very excited for this. I'm going to be reading The Devil to Pay by Katie Daish? I'm not sure how to pronounce the author's name, but I got this as an ARC, and it's the second book in a series. I'm not sure what it's called, actually. Hold on. Oh, it's called Nightingale and Courtney, who are the main characters. The first book was called Leeward, and I read it as an ARC last year, and it was hinted that a second book might be coming, and I was very excited. I gave the book 4 stars, so I'm hoping that I will love the second book even more. It's historical fiction set during the Napoleonic Wars, and in the first book we follow Captain Nightingale, and can't really remember, he was looking for a mutinied ship, I think, and he's given this new ship to his command, and he has to gain the trust of his new crew, including his second in command, something Courtney can't remember, his lieutenant, I guess. Yeah, lieutenant. I'm good at naval ranks. It's fine. And it's queer. So I'm excited for book 2, especially because there wasn't that much romance in the first book. It wasn't the focus of it. It was great what we did get, but it wasn't the focus. So I'm hoping the second book will have a little bit more, because I really liked the relationship between Nightingale and Courtney. I thought that was great. So I'm excited for this second book, and I think in this one there's a ship carrying ambassadors from both Britain and France, and it's in a time in a lull between the different Napoleonic battles, I guess. And so they are tasked with finding that ship before, you know, war breaks out again. So I'm excited, and yeah, maybe I'll actually read an arc this month, which would be great. Roll number 5. 1 fantasy, awesome, an eagle flew in. Okay, roll number 5, finally landed on fantasy, which I kind of needed, so I could put on the Kingdom of Copper here. So this is the second book in the Daevabad trilogy by S.A. Chakraborty, like I said, and I can't really tell you what the second book is about, obviously. I haven't even read the synopsis for it because I want to go into it blind. I am not sure where the story is going to go. But the first one ended on not like a cliffhanger, but definitely a lot of things happened. Basically, we follow Nari, who lives in Egypt, and she summons a jinn, and the jinn tells her that she's in danger and that she needs to go to the city of brass, Daevabad. And yeah, it's about their journey, and once they get to the city, all the political situation there. And it's too complicated to get into it, but I really liked it, and I'm excited for book 2 and for the live show. So that will be definitely one of the first books I start in April, I think. Maybe. We'll see. Okay, and I think that unless I land on another nonfiction, which would be very weird, this will be the last roll, which is good because I am not reading 6 books. Oh my god, I was so close. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's another card. Let's see. Random color generator. Awesome. I do like that one. Alright, and finally, oh my god, my allergies are killing me. I got random color generator. And for this, I'm gonna do it right now. I'm gonna set up my laptop and I'll do that right now. Okay, got the wheel. Allergies still not getting better. Let's record and spin. Gray. Huh. What do I even have that is gray? Let me go take a look. Okay, I got it. I'm going with the King of Infinite Space. It's mostly gray on the outside because this part is mostly black, but I don't care. I couldn't find anything else that I actually wanted to read. Maybe one of the Murderbot books. What's the next one? No, I think it's kind of orangey, the next one I have to read. So I'm going with this. This is a reread for me. This is The King of Infinite Space by Lindsay Fay, and it's a queer, modern Hamlet retelling. That's all I have to say. It's set in New York, and it's fantastic. We have 3 different perspectives. We have Leah, who is, well, Ophelia, Horatio, who is still Horatio, and Ben, who is Hamlet. And I loved it, and it's just such a great book. But I bought this copy in New York when I went last year, and yeah, I've been meaning to reread it ever since. Look at the inside. It has like the 3 characters embossed in it. Can you even see that? I don't think you can, maybe. And yeah, it's such a beautiful book. Can't wait to reread it. So yeah, this is a great choice. I'm happy with that. Now let me tell you about Tales from Two Trails. There's 3 prompts. I can't remember the order, but it doesn't matter. One was a new release, and for that I could count The Devil to Pay because it's not even out yet, so that's definitely a new release. I could also count Unruly because it came in the last year, and The Last Murder at the End of the World is also a new release. I think it came out like literally last week. So then there was something with water, something related with water. So it could be set in a body of water, or water on the cover, or in the title, or, you know, all of those things. For that, I think I'm going to count The Devil to Pay because it's going to be set in the ocean, in the seas. There was a group book for that came chosen. That was The Old Man and the Sea by Ernest Hemingway, but I read that in high school and I hated it. But I could be persuaded to reread it if for some reason I don't get to The Devil to Pay, because it is short. And I read it in Spanish and I hated the teacher. I read it for my literature class, so I could be persuaded to reread it and confirm my hatred of it, or maybe change my mind. So we shall see. And finally, we had that someone picks a book for you. Like you get no choice. So I asked my best friend, and she chose El Club Dumas by Arturo Pérez Reverte. Can't remember what this is about. It's in Spanish, obviously, and my best friend loves this book. It's a mystery book, if I remember correctly, but there's something to do with Alexander Dumas. That's all I really need to know. I think it's like a literary sort of mystery, and yeah, that seems okay with me. If I get distracted, it's because once again my cat has decided to jump on the disc. Don't. Why? Okay, now for Aurelium. I think I'm going to go with the calling I usually do, which is Story Weaver, for which I only technically need to read 3 books because one of the classes for that has been suspended, and I just need to read some lore from like that G has created, which I don't remember if I read back when she originally posted it, but it's supposed to be just a short thing. So there's one prompt there that I really like. It's for the Psionics and Divinations class, and that is a prediction bingo, which I thought was genius of G to come up with. She has a vlog where she did that for one of her books. So basically you create a bingo of predictions of what you think is going to happen in a book, and as you read it, you take off the things that you think happened, that you thought were going to happen. I can't do sentences today. I don't know what book I would do that for though, because 2 of them are series continuations from my TBR, and I don't know if it would be cheating to do like a prediction, seeing that I already know the characters and more or less where the plot is going. I don't know. I would have to see as I go along. And then there's also, hold on, let me get my journal. Oh god. Okay, then there's also Inscription, for which I need to write down 3 titles on a piece of paper, fold it, and pick one, which I haven't done. And then the last one, this is the one that is stumping me. The last one is Art of Illusion, and I need to read a book with game or play in the title. And I have nothing on my TBR with those words in them. I could reread The Hunger Games, but I don't think I want to right now. And so I'm stumped. I think what I'm probably going to do, because I never actually do finish all the prompts in the month I'm supposed to, is to see if later in the year something comes along that calls my attention that I actually want to read, but for now that's it. Should I do the papers things now? Let's see. I'm just gonna rip up some paper from here because I cannot be bothered to pick out anything else. Where's my pen? I lost my pen. Okay, so I am going to put 3 books here and see what happens. Maybe the one I actually pick will be the one that, you know, I'll give it priority to, because it's for 2 TBRs, I guess. Okay, so I'm going to put Unruly. You won't be able to read what I just wrote there. It's fine. The Last Murder. The rest of the title is too big. And what else should I put? The Devil to Pay, maybe. Let's fold them up. Where should I put them so I can pick them out of? Okay, I got this tin. 3 papers are inside. And now I'm just gonna pick, and now I'm just gonna pick one. I can't see what they are anyway, so. All right, let's see which one I got. Devil to Pay. Can you read that? You probably can't. But I'm excited because that's the one I'm most excited about, I think. It's good that it's on multiple TBR lists and that it's an arc, so I'll actually get to it. Okay, that's good. I'm glad I decided that. The only thing to do for Aurelium would be the game or play thing, which I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Maybe I will end up rereading The Hunger Games. Who knows? I haven't read that in a while. So, yeah, we'll see. Okay, I think that's it. Let's do a quick recap, just in case you got as lost as I did. So, for non-fiction, I'm reading Unruly by David Mitchell. For the pretty cover, I'm reading The Last Murder at the End of the World by Stuart Turton. Mood read, who knows what I'll read? Who knows? It's fine. Then for historical fiction, I'm doing The Devil to Pay by Katie Daish. which will also count for Tales from Two Trails and Aurelium, which is great. Then for fantasy, The Kingdom of Copper by Yusei Chakraborty, and for random color, for which I got gray, I'll be reading the only physical book I have on my TBR, and that is The King of Infinite Space. And I think that that's a good list. Oh, I also have El Club Dumas for Tales from Two Trails, for a book that someone else chose. And I think that's it. Okay, that was exhausting, and the allergies did not help. I hope that it wasn't that bad for you as it is for me right now. Let me know down in the comments below if you're participating in any of the things I just mentioned, like Magical Readathon, Tales from the Trails. I am in Team B, by the way, which I don't think I mentioned, so go elephants. And the Dagobah read-along. I hope that you'll be able to join us for that as well, and for the live show. Or if you've read any of these books and what you thought of them. I am very excited for all of them. But I say that every month, and then I only read 3 books, or 2, or 1. It's been a weird start of the year so far. I hope you enjoyed the video. Leave a like if you did, and subscribe to see more from me. I do have those Roll of Reads vlogs, which were for Mel's readathon. One of them is ready. I just need to do the thumbnail for it. And it will be uploaded right after this video, I think. And the other one that I will be a pain to edit is what I did last week in March, which was a road trip through many places in Uruguay that I hadn't seen before. So I'm excited to show you that, but that's gonna take a while to edit. So subscribe and stay tuned, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, happy reading!